Alright, welcome back everybody. So recently I saw a pretty weird take on my timeline. So someone is out here saying that under all circumstances, right, nobody has a valid reason to ever hate their parents. And I'm just sat there like, are you kidding me? Like, not everybody was gifted with the greatest parents on planet Earth who just really want you to succeed and, support you and care for you. I mean, fun fact, like, some parents are absolutely awful. I really don't know why this is actually a debate at all. I feel like some people forget that parents aren't another species on planet Earth. Like, it's not like when you get married, instantly they're no longer human. Parents are humans, and they are just regular people who decided to frick each other one day, right? They're not, like, special. It's like, just because they're parents, it's like magically they're suddenly immune from all criticism because, oh yeah, you owe everything to your parents, right? Because they created you. Like, sure, they did, but if they absolutely made your life hell, they abused you in a variety of ways, and they actively halted your progress in life and really damaged you, and if they're just making you feel awful, I'm sorry, you are allowed to hate your parents. And obviously, don't get me wrong, I know there are bad kids as well. There are spoiled kids who, like, they have really great parents, but they don't value them at all, and that really sucks, but simultaneously, the flip side also exists, so let's not pretend that it doesn't. So here's one of these people, right, and he says, people who hate their parents. If you were homeless and starving, who would you call and no, you wouldn't be turned down food and shelter? If you break your limbs, who'd take care of your dumb, ungrateful ass? Who's the one who gave you a kidney? Yeah, so shut up. First off, there's some parents who literally kick out their children, so they could probably be the ones that are making them homeless, and in that case, obviously you wouldn't call the parents, you'd probably call, like, maybe your close friends or someone you can actually trust, because believe it or not, sometimes you can trust your friends more than your parents. I'm very grateful for my parents, and I'm definitely one of the lucky ones who got blessed with wonderful parents, but I know that people out there aren't as lucky, and I'm not gonna shame them for it. If you break all your limbs, who'd take care of your dumb, ungrateful ass? Again, they're just kind of assuming that your parents actually care about you, which is not a guarantee. Who's the one who'd give you a kidney? Dude, there's some people out here who would let you die. Like, they would value their lives above yours. And then just a cherry on top, the condescending ending just telling you to shut up. Imagine being like a 12-year-old girl and you're getting, like, inappropriately touched by your deluded dad, and then you go to your, like, friends and say how much you hate your dad, and then they're like, you're ungrateful. Like, bruh! It's kind of like the same thing with mothers, right? You have to love your mom because your mom cares about you, she loves you. Like, no, that's not always the case. Can we stop generalizing? You gotta realize that, like, a mother is not a special person. It's just a female who fricked someone and got pregnant and then had a baby. How does that make them any different? I mean, sure, majority of moms, I'd like to think, are great people, but, there's bad eggs out there. So he continues by saying, my friends are my family. Yeah, try asking for a kidney when you're dying and see how many friends you have left. Most people wouldn't even give you blood. This is some dumb teenage psyop shit, I swear to God. Listen, I'm getting really tired of hearing these stupid takes, but I will entertain this one, okay? I will admit that it is quite rare, and generally, like, family comes first, right, before anyone else, but that's just because, you grew up with them your entire life, you spend the most amount of time with them. Naturally, the person you spend the most amount of time with is the person who cares the most about you, right? Those are obviously the people you form the closest bonds with, and naturally, that's why they'll care about you. I will admit, in general, most people outside of your family won't care about you, but there are circumstances where your friends do become really good friends and they practically become family more than your actual family. Like, if they are the ones bringing you joy on a day-to-day basis and taking care of you, listening to your problems, helping you in your times of need more than your family, then they are more family than family. That's perfectly fine to say. Just having a blood relation doesn't mean anything. I really do feel like this guy is just kind of basing stuff off of his own experiences. Like, what if you see a guy whose dad didn't give him a kidney, but Ryan, his friend, did? Then who's more family then, right? This is such a bad take. So he continues by saying, your parents are human too. Your father and mother are made of flesh and blood, just like you. You can't expect them to be perfect. Are you perfect? Then why do you expect them to be? Look at all the replies. It's all anime soy boys and women with visible daddy issues. I can't even make this up. You weirdos need to get over this weird victim mentality, lift some weights, and become proper men. Okay, now it's all coming out, out, right? He started with the terrible take, and now he's devolving further and further. It always starts like, they give you a little glimpse of their true character, and then it slowly comes out, right? All the cartoons and escapism, and being bisexual and trans or whatever ain't it. What? This is absolutely great because I don't even need to argue anymore. This guy just proved that his takes are absolute dog shit. Like, I don't want to get more mad than required because I feel like I expend too much energy getting mad at stupid people, but like, suddenly, like, the issue was talking about family, right, and if parents are good or bad, and then he devolves into, cartoons are bad, and escapism is bad, and watching this YouTube video is probably bad because it's some sort of escapism to you, right, and then being bisexual and trans, like, what, where did that even come from? You know, some things I've learned is things just kind of line up in life, right? Obviously, the guy with the terrible take is also a homophobe. I get that bad things happen to you and you don't like it, but that's not an excuse to be whatever you are. Okay, now he's just dehumanizing people, which is just, bruh, come on. And then he continues his absolutely terrible rant, dude. To all the cartoon people calling me privileged, I'm superior to you cartoon people in every way. Fellas, we are all cartoon people. I don't even know what that means. What? I'm a straight young man pursuing my vision as God intended. Privilege? Maybe. Does that mean you can't fix your mental problems? No. Stop making excuses and turn the cartoons off. Did this guy just say that being bisexual is like living in a cartoon world? Dude, are you, oh my god, this guy's an actual joke. Imagine invalidating all the people who have terrible parents and telling them to suck it up. Imagine saying, just fix your mental problems, bro. Stop living in a cartoon world. Imagine thinking you can change being bi or something as if it's like an on and off switch. And most of all, imagine thinking you are superior to anyone else with this absolute bottom tier, Mariana Trench mental core, 6 trillion feet underground rocket level booster tier dog poop mixed with actual human poop tier garbage take, dude. Holy moly. Listen, I wasn't really mad at the parents thing because I was like, oh, he's just narrow-minded. He hasn't seen bad parents before. But now with all these garbage takes, like one after another, like he's straight up cuckoo, dude. He's like the type of guy to tell someone who's depressed, like, just be happy, bro. Get out of your stupid cartoon world. You don't have any problems, bro. These are the types of people who actually infuriate me, dude. Absolute clowns. I checked some bios and it looks like most of the cartoon people are 14 to 16 years old. Go home, kids. Your parents love you and want the best for you. I know you want to be rebels at your age, but hating your father ain't it. And you're too young to be talking about sexuality. So a couple people reply to this guy pretty much just telling him how stupid he is. Some people hate their parents because they made them homeless. Some people hate their parents because they beat them and broke their limbs. Like, it's not just about being perfect. Some parents are genuinely harmful. But considering that would require critical thinking. Okay, listen, I know that a lot of people are gonna have like conflicting emotions about this. Like, I'm not gonna say go ahead and nitpick everything your parents do and just get mad at them about the smallest of things. What I'm saying is, chances are your parents are perfectly fine and you should probably appreciate them, but if they aren't and you were dealt a bad hand, like you respond with terrible parents, don't let these psychos tell you that you can't be mad at them and that your struggles mean nothing because they're your parents and you have to love them. Immediately you can see the type of people who say that type of stuff. Like, the next few tweets were mocking the LGBT, mocking people with mental issues. It's actually pathetic. Anyways, I think I said what I needed to say. I just needed a rant because that opinion was like a wowzer. Smash like if you did enjoy the video, subscribe if you're new, I'd love to have you here, and thank you all so much for watching. Love you guys, thanks for watching every day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.